Hi, hello, how are you? My name is Nick, aka Loadedwombat, and you're looking for how to grow on Twitch using YouTube. Now, you might be saying to yourself, oh, I'm sick and tired of hearing that I need to make a YouTube channel in order to grow on Twitch. I'm going to tell you the reasons why you should do this, but in addition to that, we're going to jump into some clips from a podcast I did with my brother who works for Think Media at 1.5 million subscribers, helping out with a whole bunch of their content planning and all that kind of stuff, and we're going to show you the how to do it as well, okay? So we're going to go through the why, we're going to go through the how. Hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, you can always find me live on stream Monday through Friday. If you like this whole format of a podcast, you can come and see that on Saturdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. If you like this podcast, the full version is up on my second channel. It's like my Loaded Wombat stream highlights channel, so I'll put that in the link down below. But before we jump into this video, let's head over to Future Nick for a word from our sponsor. Hello, Future Nick here from the streaming setup angle. But hey, I wanted to let you know about our sponsor today, Owned.tv, and more specifically, their new product, Owned Pro. This is an OBS plugin that allows you to install overlays and alerts with one click, add all the stream labels that you could possibly need, embed your Twitch chat within your OBS, and it's also got a Twitch chatbot, and they're going to be having copyright-free music coming out. If you're looking for a way to customize your stream easily, this is the option for you. Make sure you check out Owned Pro in the link in my description right down below. It supports the channel, but also you're going to get some awesome overlays and a great setup for your stream. All right, let's get into the video now. One thing before we jump into the podcast that I do want to mention to you is the why, right? Like, why should we build a YouTube channel? And really what this comes down to is that Twitch is such a roller coaster of a platform. Sometimes you're doing well, sometimes you're not, sometimes you're here, sometimes you're there, financially, sometimes you're there, viewership wise, sometimes whatever it is. But when you have something else that is consistently advertising you on a daily basis, right now where I'm standing is I get about 30 clicks over to my stream from YouTube a day. And that's discoverability that I haven't experienced really anywhere else. It's 30 clicks of people who've watched a video of mine who are like, oh wow, I want to see more, click on my stream. And maybe we keep some of those people and maybe we don't, you know what I mean? But it's still a funnel coming into my stream. But also to mention, it is a financial help for me. It's something that consistently is bringing in ad revenue because my YouTube search videos really last as long as the topic lasts. So if I do a video on Twitch predictions, like how to set up Twitch predictions aren't going away. And I'm gonna have that video for a long time. So if you look back on some of my videos, you're gonna see like consistent views over a long time because I'm still answering that question for people who are searching that. So if you want more stability and constant discoverability, I would find time in your schedule to plan out a YouTube channel. And now we're gonna show you how to do that. So in this first clip that we're gonna watch, I asked my brother, like, what do we got to think about when we're building a channel? Because before you can build a channel, you don't want to just go in there blind as, oh, I just have a channel now, whatever. You want to start to plan out things, right? So how can we build a channel to really yield the most success? And that was kind of where my question lied here, and this was his answer.
When we're looking at building a channel and you're looking at YouTube, there's a couple things that you have to think about. There's really a couple different directions you can go. You can go for an entertaining channel, an entertainment channel, but then there's a whole other side that is education-based channels. And that's a lot of what we suggest and really lean towards when we teach people in Think Media, because here's why. Entertainment-based YouTube channels are very me-focused, and to be honest with you, it is a lot harder to break through. It's just the facts. Yeah. You're counting on creating viral videos consistently. It's not something a lot of people can do. It's a very rare talent set to be actually able to create viral videos consistently. And so when we're looking at the types of channels you might want to create, you have to think through, am I going for an entertainment-based channel or am I going to go education, right? And where the magic happens is where you can actually combine both of those together, is you can be educational and entertaining at the same time. And so what we teach and we talk about a lot at Think Media is we talk about when you're creating your channel, you have to get clear. You have to get really clear. You have to get clear on what kind of channel you're making. Now that might be, I'm going to go, I'm going to teach people like Nick does streaming tutorials, right? But that might not even be streaming tutorials. It could be, I want to teach people how to build the best Call of Duty, weapons build you have. Or maybe it's, I want to teach people how to use their stream on their Xbox, and I'm going to be an Xbox, tutorial channel. It's trying to find what is your area that you already know a lot of information about. Like, what do you already know a lot about? Like for Nick, that is streaming tutorials. For my wife, she has a channel, it's plant-based cooking. She does it every day. She loves cooking. She's great at it. So she's gonna create a channel around that topic. Because here's the thing, when people are coming to YouTube, most people are coming to YouTube, they have a question. And if you can position your channel to answer that question, that right there, my friend, is how we find discoverability. That is how we find new people to not only find your YouTube, but ultimately to find your Twitch as well.
Now, after watching that, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I don't want to do like tutorial videos like you, Nick. Oh, you're doing these tutorial videos. And yeah, of course, people search your tutorial videos. We're not really talking about only doing like tutorial videos like this. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy helping people in this way, you know, learn how to stream and really kind of go down that path. But you can really find a niche or a niche, however you say it, niche or niche. You can find whatever, okay? One of those two. You can find that in probably the things that you really love. My brother even brought up like Call of Duty loadouts, and that is something that you've seen a lot of people grab onto, and a lot of big streamers even grab onto, because actually is very searchable, and it is something that a lot of people can rank on. And when I'm talking about ranking in YouTube search, that's really the area that we're trying to sit on, and that's really the area that has helped me grow on this channel that you're watching on. The next thing that we talk about is editing, and it's just a little short snippet here about editing. Biggest thing is that a lot of people think that editing is this huge mountain they need to climb, and we talk a little bit about that in this. We want to make sure that we can kind of like get that mountain out of your way as quick as possible. So this is what my brother had to say about editing.
Editing is really important, but I would care to say this, is that if you're trying to create YouTube videos and you've never really edited before, editing is not as big a mountain as you might think it is. Yeah. There's tons of free software out there. There's DaVinci Resolve, which is a free editing software. You have, if you're on Apple, you have iMovie, free editing software. All you're trying to look to do is cut out the stuff that's boring, make sure the stuff is there that is helpful and that is serving your viewer the best is there. And that's like a really simplistic version of it, but it's just making cuts on stuff that's boring, taking cuts of stuff that's like where you messed up, or taking cuts of stuff out where it's like, this is just not helpful for people, and just keeping the video as packed with value and as packed with entertainment as you can. And editing is important, but it's not as hard as you think it is.
In this next clip, we talk all about YouTube search and how to really get discoverability on YouTube and find the right terms, and we actually give you some tools to do that. So let's jump into that right now.
I want to break this down really simply for people. And do you mind, again, if I'm sorry, I'm going to share my screen one more time, because I just want to literally show
go ahead.
How simple and quick this is. So when you look at YouTube here, right? And I think hopefully everyone could see it pretty good. Yep. When you look at YouTube here, the first thing that you notice, obviously at the top here, is this search bar. And if I were to try to create content, and I'm thinking about like, maybe think about Nick's niche, you might look at a topic like, I want to teach people how to get better at using, maybe it's Streamlabs OBS, maybe it's OBS, but I would start to looking at how to create an alert in OBS, how to make an alert box in OBS, right? Really long search term here, right? And I know you're going to be like, oh, this is super saturated, Tony. Yes, but it's saturated with not that great a video. This is a year old, this video. Some of these videos are old. They're like 2 years old. The thumbnails are really busy. They're not great. And you start making videos in these sniper things. So the first place I go, first tool I use is the YouTube auto predict, right? So if I typed in even OBS, look at that, OBS Studio Alert Box, OBS Streamlabs Alert Box, OBS Plugins, OBS Studio Tutorial 2020 could be an interesting video to make 2021. So this is where I start. My whole inception of a video idea is using the YouTube autocomplete, because YouTube is telling me what people are searching for before I even make a video, right? One of your ones was how to make better TTV, right? Yeah. I think it was, yeah. So right there, how to make better TTV emotes, right? This video that Nick made, and I think I'll probably see it here, it's right here, that's almost got 40,000 views right now on it, is because he found a topic that was unsaturated, right? He found a topic that's like a sniper topic, right? You're like, why would I make a video on this? But here he's sitting with 40,000 views, right? And if you look at some of the competition around him, this guy, the thumbnail's not great. I mean, no disrespect, man, but not the great thumbnail. This one's kind of really busy. I'm like, it's just kind of weird. Everybody wants this emote and they're trying to do better TTV, right? This is like the main emote people watch. So Nick's like, I'm going to make that front and center. That's what people are looking for. And that's why he's getting the clicks. I mean, if you look at the videos around him, 12,000 views, 7.8. He's at 38,000 views. This one, his video's been on half as long as this guy. So when I'm saying the tools I'm using, you can just start with something as simple as the YouTube, like the auto predict that YouTube's already giving you to get great video ideas. If you go to vidiq.com. This is just simply a plugin that helps you take YouTube's data and give you things that you want to know about. So for example, I'll share my screen again. When you pop into vidIQ and you log in, and this is with the pro plan, it's like, I think it's like $10 a month, something like that. Basically when you come into this keywords area, you can search and find keywords, right? So something for Cammie's channel, my wife, is she's like tofu scramble is kind of a big search term in her market, right? So I would type in tofu scramble. It's going to take a second to load here, but it's going to tell me tofu scramble, this keyword, has 18,000 people a month searching for this video. The competition is very low, meaning there isn't a lot of videos on it compared to how much search traffic it has. And so when you look at these things, this is like another tool to show you and kind of give you like, okay, wait, this video could be a great idea. You know, maybe you have a car channel, you know, you're gonna look at, okay, how to like myself, I drive a Toyota Prius, and there's like people all over online in forums telling you how to fix certain things, trying to hack certain things. But if you hop into like vidIQ, you can just type in and do like, oh, I'm a car channel, and I can type in what problems people are having into here, and it's gonna give me great insights into what's happening. And not to mention, when you go to actually YouTube, you can install the Chrome browser extension. And when you look at Nick's channel here, when you click on a video, on the right side here, you can see what's actually happening in the tags here. So these tags, I'm not going to go deep into tags or anything like that, but you can see that Nick has labeled the tags in this video best streaming audio setup, and this little number here means he's ranking the 4th number in the search of that video. Like, I know it's probably like, maybe people are like, what is he talking about now? This mind is overloaded. But basically what it's telling you is how your video is performing in these search topics. Like, you can look at all these different search terms Nick's ranking for, and when you rank for these numbers, again, this is getting views on autopilot, views while you snooze. Nick goes to sleep at night, he's got hundreds, if not 1,000 views, more views when he wakes up. You know, this is just the nature of YouTube and why it's so evergreen. Those are the two main tools I would use, is the YouTube search bar, that autocomplete would give you great video ideas, and then also using vidIQ. There is a free version as well that's pretty good. But yeah.
Yeah, can you go back to vidIQ really quick? Is that cool?
Yep, totally.
So when you guys are looking at like vidIQ in particular, this is how I build my videos. So go back to the vegan tofu. But yeah, just type that in.
Yep, totally.
Or yeah, just tofu scramble or whatever. So if you see this, like, you'll see like you got tofu scramble at 18,000 per month, searches per month. Now that's like nothing compared to some topics that are like millions, but that's a great video to make as a small channel, because there's like a lot of people searching it, not a lot of people making the video, but also at these lower ones, sometimes like other people who are searching on vidIQ, they're not really hitting these particular places. But think if you got 18,000 people to look at that a month, that's crazy, right? Especially for a small channel. And so what you do is you then grab like tofu scramble or vegan tofu scramble or whatever. I would probably make it like vegan tofu scramble, and then like vegan tofu scrambled eggs maybe, since down here you've got vegan scrambled eggs at 9,400 views, you know? And so when you're like planning out videos, you go based off that keyword, and then that's your title. And that's kind of like something like, as you're building and as you're kind of starting your channel, planning out your channel, that's how you're like actually hitting YouTube search, is by those titles and by hitting those right terms. And if you're not doing those, you're going to see it. So let me recap and simplify what we're doing here today. Okay. Number one is find a niche. You're going to really find that within things that you love. and find that within something that is searchable. So look at some keywords, look at what other people are making, all that kind of stuff. Now, one caveat about niche is you don't have to just sit in this one style of video or this one thing. You can test the waters. And so don't be paralyzed in this area here and just think, I can't do anything. I don't want to, you know, oh, I can't find this or that. Just hit record and just keep moving forward. The second thing that we talked about today was editing. You've got free softwares out there for editing like DaVinci Resolve. You can find a whole bunch of free softwares online for this, or you can go with Adobe Premiere Pro, that kind of stuff. But don't let editing scare you. You just need to learn how to really cut, zoom, and maybe put some text on the screen at first. All right, you can kind of move on from there. But make sure you take time to really figure that out so that you can get some content moving. And then number 3, when you're thinking about these videos that you're going to make, you're wanting to hit YouTube search. So make sure you use that YouTube search bar and do what Tony said in the video. You're saying, okay, people are searching this, people are searching that. Or use vidIQ or a keyword search tool, like some kind of keyword search tool to find words that people are searching. And if you do that consistently and do that enough, and I'm talking like keep making videos, you want to hit like 30 videos, just learn in that time, you know, like 10 to 30 videos, build better and better titles and hit better and better keywords, and you will see results over time. No one said this is easy, but it is something that you can do. Well, I really hope that you found this video helpful. I kind of pulled back the curtain a bit on my whole strategy of YouTube and how my brother and I planned my channel. If you have any questions, I would love to talk about this with you on stream Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And remember, any of your questions that you ask on stream can really help someone else as well. So don't be afraid to do that. Or if you don't catch me then, you can always go to my Instagram or Twitter. I try to answer all DMs there. We also have a Discord down below, so you can kind of do all of them if you want. If not, no worries at all. And don't forget to check out owned.gg for any of your like overlay needs, our sponsor of this video. Appreciate you all. We'll catch you on the flip side, mother truckers. I've never said flip side in my life, but see you later.